Last time on You Meet in the Tavern.
I'm playing Carl, a human paladin.
Tugmugbar, halfling monk.
My name is Durf Turftoe. I am a half-elf druid.
Carl with a K, who's got a younger sister named Jill. Jill grabs the box and goes like running off down the street with it. And you see Carl's mother kind of like pacing back and forth. You see the parchment paper that's been kind of like sprawled out on the ground, and there's a big piece ripped out of it. The piece of the page that's ripped out is right where the misty wood is.
To the leaky toad!
You all can go to the leaky toad if you wish. I'm going to search for Jill.
All right, so you guys are going to take the rest of this map, and you're going to head right for the Misty Wood, where you guys remember. So you guys head in there. At this point, it's like midday, and you guys search and you search and you search, and you search for like hours and hours, and you go pretty deep in this forest, a lot deeper than you probably ever went as kids.
Hey, Druid, you want to step up and do some tracking in this bitch, or what?
Yeah. I have like
Here you go, Durf.
I have a proficiency in nature.
Okay.
Does that help? Can I do a nature roll?
What do you want to do with this
Yeah.
nature roll?
I don't know. Kirk just said I should be doing something.
It's
Yeah. Find
Tug.
this little girl.
Can I let me do a nature check
Okay.
and see if the little girl is nearby. Some clues.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll a perception check or roll a nature check.
How do I do that? A 20?
Roll a d20.
20, and then add your perception
Add
modifier.
your nature modifier.
Nature, whatever.
I'll be the rules sayer here, Tug. Thanks very much.
Okay. Fucking 8, sorry.
All right. With your superb druid powers, you see some leaves on the trees, and there's some dirt, and you see some animal droppings. But that's about it. You see no signs of this little girl. So you guys continue on your search.
Hold on, before we continue,
Okay.
Shouldn't have had all those beers. Shouldn't have had all those sweaty toes.
I would like to use my divine sensibility.
Okay. What is that?
I don't know. You're the rules guy.
Well, you can tell me what you want to do.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. Basically, I can detect evil within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say you guys have like been around for you've been searching for a long time, and it's probably like just started. You guys are real far into this wood, further than you've ever went as children, and further actually than you ever really remember it being. And yeah, you go ahead and cast that. And do you have to roll anything, or you just cast it?
No, it doesn't say to roll anything.
Okay, so you cast this divine sense, and you feel this kind of like sensory vibration pointing you in the direction to the right, and you follow this, and you actually come to this clearing, this big large clearing, and all around you is like super dense forest. It's almost pitch black, and this clearing's maybe about like 30 feet on all sides. But other than that, past the trees, you can only see maybe 10 feet into this forest with how dense it is.
Do I perceive any like objects or like a place like inside of a tree that's either consecrated or desecrated?
Nothing like that. When you do sense a little bit of magic coming from this spot at the far end of the clearing. And if you look real close, you actually see like an old wizard hat, and you recognize it as the one that Jill likes to wear around and pretend that she can like do magic and stuff. So you recognize this wizard hat, and you sense the magic actually underneath it because you see the piece of this ripped map laying right underneath it. So I assume you guys are gonna like go up there and
Yeah, I'm gonna rush over to the hat.
Are you guys like right behind him?
Yeah, I have a quick forest question. Tug has a quick forest question.
Okay.
Does the forest, like you said, it feels like we've been deeper than we ever remember it actually existing? Like, are we getting the feeling that like the forest keeps materializing in front of us as we keep moving deeper? Does that make sense?
I think you guys just you kind of kept to the outskirts of the forest near the town as kids. Didn't go too far deep in there, so I don't think you think that there's any like magic going on. You just kind of realize that okay, this thing is a lot bigger than we ever thought it was.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing.
Cool.
So you guys all three rush up to this wizard hat, and you pull it up, and you see this piece of the map, and there's a big kind of X drawn on it, in right pretty close to where you think you are right now. So you guys are kind of studying this, and all of a sudden you start to hear above you this rattling noise.
Can I
guess I'm gonna look straight up
on the rattling noise?
What's that, Durf?
Can I do a nature check on the rattling noise?
You want to just check for nature?
Well, I mean, is it a thing in nature? I mean, we're in a forest, and there's something making a rattling noise. I can also just do perception.
Yeah, why don't you all do perception checks? Actually, I'll tell you what. You guys rushed up to this hat to kind of see what's up. Why don't you all make a dexterity saving throw? So you're going to roll a d20, and you're going to add your dexterity saving throw modifier.
I got 11.
19.
20.
All right. Durf rolls a 19. Sorry, Tug.
20.
A 20. And then Carl.
11.
All right. So these three, basically, you guys are kind of standing in a row around this hat, and these three webs come flying at you all. And Tug and Durf actually manage to be able to dodge out of the way. They look up real quick, and they dodge out of the way. Carl, you're really like studying this map, trying to figure out where your little sister is, and you just get hit right in the back with this web. And now you're kind of pinned to the ground. And Durf and Tug, you guys dodge out of the way, and from above you, you see these leaves moving, and down two trees on either side of you, one that's close to Tug and one that's close to Durf, climb these two large spiders. And I'd say they're probably about maybe 15 feet away from you all, either of you. And a third one actually walks out of the depths from the forest on the other side of the clearing, about 30 feet away. That's the one that hit you, Carl, with the web. So why don't we roll initiative?
Is that a 20?
Yep.
5.
Okay. What'd you guys get?
Tug got a 7.
Tug got a 7. Your dex is high. Yep. Okay.
Carl got a 4.
Dan, you
Wait,
guys
do I add dexterity to that roll?
No. Well, it's you add your initiative bonus
Which is what?
next to your speed.
I understand that, but what is it? It says 0 right now.
It's your dex.
So you add nothing to your roll.
Yeah.
But if it's my dex, it should be 3.
Yeah,
because I changed my
'cause you
dex since
changed
last
it.
time we played.
So you actually rolled an 8. All right. So up first is the spider that attacked, that kind of climbed down the tree next to you, Tug, and he is about 15 feet away. So he's gonna climb. And these things are pretty big. These things are like they're not humongous, but they're like pit bull sized spiders, like the dog, not the rapper. And one actually says, "It's going down. I'm yelling timber." So these are like dog-sized spiders, and one of them is gonna attack you, Tug. and it's going to just strike at you with a bite. So
Yep.
it's going to roll, and you get to tell me if what's your AC, by the way?
17.
Damn, that's pretty good. So this rolls. He actually rolls a 17 plus a 4, so 21. So he's going to hit you.
Wait.
And he's going to hit you for. Let's see. He's going to hit you for 2 damage.
I'm down.
Not too bad. So he hits you with this. These aren't like giant spiders, so they're not like poisonous. They're just pretty nasty. So he's going to hit you for 2 damage. And Durf, you're up.
Okay. So is my understanding that Carl is ensnared in a web right now?
Correct. So what that means, Carl, is on your turn, you're going to have to make a strength check, and if you beat a certain difficulty class, then you're released from the web.
Okay.
Well, so I have a cantrip, Produce Flame,
Okay.
which allows me to create a small flame in my hand.
Uh
Can I burn the web?
huh. Let's see.
Give it a whirl.
Yeah. Does it say how much attack,
Sometimes.
how much damage that flame
So
does?
a flickering flame appears in my hand. It remains there for 10 minutes and harms neither me nor my equipment. It sheds a bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. I can also attack with it, and it does 1d8 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you're basically making an attack on this web. Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so remind me how this works. I roll a
So
20 first.
You make you roll a d20, and this is gonna be kind of like a melee attack. You're not, and I guess I'll let you add, since it's a spell. I'll let you add your spellcasting modifier.
Which is my wisdom, right?
I think so for a druid. Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
So roll a d20 and add your wisdom.
17.
Okay, so yeah, you hit, and then roll your damage. So roll your d8, and yeah, you don't add anything to that because it just says d8.
3.
All right, so I'll let you. You attack this. You hit this thing with this flame, and it kind of starts to burn up. Carl, you're able to pat it down off your body, but now you're no longer no longer webbed. Tug, you're up.
Read one second. Okay, quick question. Quick DM question.
Okay.
My monk class feature allows me to have an unarmed strike as a bonus action. Does that mean I can strike with both fists and then have a third attack as a bonus action?
No, you attack with one fist, and then your bonus action is your unarmed strike. So if you have silver knuckles, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be a normal attack where you. So this is something I was thinking about too. Maybe we could talk about this. When you attack, your silver knuckles are not a unarmed strike. It's not considered an unarmed strike. So you would have to
But
use.
it's considered a monk weapon, right? We're considering it a monk weapon?
I guess so. So you would use your dex. So yeah, your that would be an attack, and then your unarmed strike would with your left hand would be your bonus action. So you can't attack with both fists yet. That's what you get as a bonus action. You get to attack with your other fist.
Gotcha.
When
Okay,
you get
cool.
flurry of blows, you can attack 3 times.
I understand. Okay, cool.
All right,
I
so
can jive with that.
Tug's turn. What's up?
Obviously, I have a spider right on me. So, having just received a bite, right, somewhere in, I'm assuming, my left shoulder area,
Probably.
I'm going to kind of roll. I'm going to roll to my right. As I'm kind of rolling, I don't know if this eats up my bonus action, but I'm going to slip on my knuckles because I just don't have those on all the time.
Okay, so you have a pair of, you got a pair of like silver knuckles that are monk weapons. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to kind of like, I'll keep them in a pouch or pocket, slip my right hand in to put those on. And I'm going to try and land a kind of like a right hook across one of the sets of eyes that this spider has.
Okay. So yeah, you roll a d20. Go ahead.
And then do you want me to roll my bonus action right now as well? Kind of going to be like a right hook, left uppercut looking thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. So 19.
Okay, so that's your first attack. So with your right hand, with your knuckles, you roll a 19. That hits, so do damage there first.
Okay.
So is that a 1d6?
Yeah. So 1 on that.
Okay.
I'm so strong. And then I'll do my follow-up.
All right.
And that one is a 21.
Okay, so you definitely hit with that.
So this is like a left uppercut coming through,
Okay.
which is a 5.
Damn. Okay, so you strike out with your right hand with these badass silver knuckles, and you kind of give him a real good shot to the eye, and he backs up a little bit, and then as he's backing up, you come straight from underneath his like pincers, and just land a killing blow. You're a monk, so you have just the right placement with your fist that you kind of hit this guy in the jugular, and he goes down, and you don't see any more movement out of him. So
Point of order, I don't think spiders have vascular systems.
Thank you, the fucking druid that knows nature stuff. Or is that a Jamal knowledge bit?
Whoa.
You hit him in the face, and he dies somehow. All right, so up next is the spider that's actually next to you there, Durf. And he's going to come right at you with his nasty pincers. And he actually rolls a 7. That hit your AC? Nope.
No, my AC is 14 now.
All right, so he comes at your pincers, and you deftly kind of dodge to the left out of the way. Up next is the spider that was running, or that attacked Carl, and he's pretty far away still, so he's going to try to shoot another web at you, Carl. So he shoots this web, and he rolls a 18 plus 5. He rolls a 23. So he again gets you with this web, and you kind of get shot backwards against a tree, and you're webbed. But it's your turn now.
Okay, I guess I'm going to try and break out of the spider web.
Okay, so you're going to roll a strength check. So you roll a d20 and add your strength modifier. And you got to beat a 12.
Nope, I rolled a 10.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you kind of like fight against this web, but it is pretty stuck against this tree around you. So you're unable to do anything, really. Up next is Durf.
I'm going to use Entangle on the faraway spider.
The one that just shot a web at Carl?
Yeah, I want to keep him far away.
Okay. So what does Entangle do?
Entangle, creature in the area when I cast this. Well, so what it does is plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature, when I cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw, or it will be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends, which is in 1 minute.
Okay, so I got to roll a strength saving throw and beat. So when a saving throw against you is your is 8 plus your spellcasting ability plus your proficiency bonus, I believe.
Proficiency in strength?
No, just a +2. Your proficiency is always +2 until you level up. So
I see. Well, okay, so my wisdom is +3.
All right,
so my spellcasting is +3. So so it's 13.
13. So I got to beat a 13. All right. Spider rolls a 2. Actually, strength is -4, so a -2. So
okay.
These kind of vines come from the ground and strap against this spider and pull him to the ground. And the spider's kind of like writhing its legs back and forth, but it cannot be moved.
And by the way, in the future, on its turn, it can make additional strength checks
to try to break free, right?
To try to break free.
Okay, but it's still got to beat your saving throw?
Correct.
Okay. All right, Tug, you're up.
Well, against my spell save DC.
Yeah, that's right.
Said.
That's what it is. That's what that is. Tug's up.
So we've got a spider that's been bound to the ground. Is that correct?
Yeah. So you basically just took care of a spider in front of you. Behind you is Durf, and in front of him is a spider. Carl is kind of to your right, up against the tree, webbed, and then the entangled spider is on the other side of the clearing. So you're about 10 feet away from the spider near Durf.
Yeah, I'll go help Durf out since we've got some breathing room on the far spider.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of run across, and just kind of try and lay in a couple haymakers on this thing.
Okay.
Just right hook, left hook. See what we can get. 16, and on my bonus, 12.
All right, so you're going to hit with both of those. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
your first damage.
8.
Oh yeah. So you don't even need to roll your unarmed strike because you take your first haymaker, and you just uppercut this dude, and it actually goes flipping into the night. And you don't hear from it again, so not a problem for you. All right. So up next is the spider that has been entangled, and he's going to try to kind of get out of this entrapment. So he's going to roll a d20 at its strength. He only rolls a 2 with 6 minus 4. So yeah, it's entangled. Can't move. Carl, you're up.
I'm going to try and break free of my bonds again.
Okay.
Bulk up.
I cheer on Carl.
5.
Yay, Carl! Go, Carl! And Carl's just like, yep, still caught up in this web. Durf. Way to go, Carl. Really, way to like put a full effort into this fight.
After, by the way, I wasted a spell freeing you. Way to get fucking unfreed. Is there any kind of, while he's over there sort of helpless, is there any kind of check I can do to see what these spiders' fucking deal is? Like, why are they, are they involved with this, or are they just in the forest?
Are you gonna like interview a spider, or like what are you gonna do? They're spiders.
Are you going to try and befriend him?
Well, I have animal friendship, but I don't have speak to animals. I could have spoken with him.
Okay, you can roll an investigation check on the spider to see if there's anything special about it. Yeah, so roll a d20 and add your investigation modifier if that's what you want to do on your turn.
Yeah, I feel like he's not terribly threatening right now.
Right,
we're gonna be okay. 12.
Okay, so you look at the spider and you're really studying it with your eyeballs while it's kind of squirming around. You don't really notice anything magical or special about it. It's just a big ass spider that's deep in the woods.
Okay,
Tug, you're up.
Well, I guess I'll see if I can go 3 for 3 on these guys.
Hey, what's your speed? Because you're about 40 feet away at this point.
It is 25.
Yeah, so you can. So on an action, you can dash, but that's an entire action to get to.
In that case, I'll just walk in that direction menacingly.
Wait, so am I next to the spider now?
No, this spider is still 30 feet away from where 30 or 40 feet away from where you guys are.
It's like completely across the clearing.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna walk like halfway there, probably.
Yep.
All right. Up next is the spider's turn. It's gonna try to get out of this. How long does this entanglement last, Jamal? Or
1 minute.
Durf. Okay, so 1 minute. So that's 10 rounds.
So like another 40 turns.
We're not even close. Okay, but this time he does roll a 13, so that's gonna get out of this because that matches your DC, right?
It matches it. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna run up towards Tug, who's now he breaks.
Well, that's
free.
his action.
Right. Oh, that's his action. As his action.
Yeah.
Okay. So he breaks free of this entanglement, and the vines kind of like flip backwards against the ground. Carl, you're up.
What do you say, kid?
Strength check. Let's get it.
Come on, kid.
9.
You are the weakest paladin. You struggle against this web again, and you're just like, fuck, shit, God, Jesus, and nothing happens. Durf.
Okay, so how far am I from Tug, and how far am I from the spider?
We'll say that you are 20 feet from Tug, who is halfway to the spider, so 40 feet away from the spider.
Okay. I will move to essentially where Tug is.
Okay. All right. So you run up by Tug, kind of like shielding him behind you because he's small. Tug, you're up.
I
Well, but
close
I'm the
distance.
healer. That was my intent was not to shield him from harm.
Okay, you with your tall half-elf body try to cowardly crouch behind this tiny halfling.
Okay, fair.
Tug, you're up.
I stomp on over to the still entangled spider. Or no, he's free now. So, and I will just kind of do like an over-the-top like hammer blow with my right hand,
Okay.
and that is an 11.
That misses. You want to make your second one? So you shake your right fist and you kind of hammer down, and the spider dodges out of the way, and you kind of hit the ground.
Yep. So hopefully the right hand it dodged to my left, its right, and my left fist coming down in a similar fashion, kind of like in a hammering arc, can hopefully pummel it in its head. 23.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll real hit.
6.
6 damage. All right, so your left hand actually takes this guy out. You punch him so hard in his head that his neck snaps. And Carl has successfully killed all 3 spiders. And we are going to have to figure out why you can do so much damage at level 1. But nice work.
Because I'm rolling a d6.
That's fair.
Can we also, I don't know, free Carl? How?
All right, so the spiders are dealt with, and you guys are out of initiative. Carl is still strapped up against this tree.
Okay, we'll go free Carl.
All right.
I choose to not free Carl, but rather laugh at him for still being stuck.
Okay.
Tug will also like retcon and realize that on my character sheet, my left-hand strike is only supposed to be a D4.
So the spiders jump out to life with 2 health each.
Whoa, I friggin' killed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed the ones with both hands, or only one hand.
All right, we'll just remember that for next time. But nice work.
I mean, we
I
can
just
say
wanted
that
to
the
look
one
super
spider,
strong and
we
impress
thought
my
he was dead,
friends.
but he's not.
No, they're dead. They're super dead.
Okay.
It's fine. All right, so Tug, you run up while Durf laughs, and you pull this webbing around from Carl. And Carl's like, "Thanks, guys. I really did good work there."
No problem, Virgin. Here we go.
All right, so you guys pick up all the stuff, pick up the wizard hat. You're looking at this map, and you notice that there's this X on it that's kind of nearby where you are. You guys want to follow that?
Yes, let's go investigate. Let's find Jill.
Okay. So so you guys head towards the direction of the northeast, where this map is kind of taking you. You assume that maybe Jill encountered these spiders and went like running off, got scared, and you walk about, I don't know, maybe about 500 feet through this dark forest, and you start to see this glow ahead of you. And you get through the trees, and there's a much less dense part. And as you go through this brush, you see in front of you this massive temple, and it's on the top of this cliff that's in the forest. And all around this temple are like torches that are kind of lit up. And this temple, there's like vines coming off of this. It looks like it's been there for a real long time. You've never heard anything about it, never seen it. But
I would like to approach the entrance of the temple and use my divine sense.
Okay, so the entrance of the temple is at the top of a cliff, which is about, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 feet up. You don't see any like normal ways to get up there. But as you do approach, and I assume you all 3 approach, you see an opening in kind of the rock face of the cliff, and you see like a man-made staircase that leads up towards the base of the temple. You still want
How big is this opening?
definitely big enough that you guys could fit through.
Okay.
It's like a cavern opening, like a archway.
Well, let's check it out.
So can you cast Divine Sense whenever you want?
Yeah, I get 3 charges until I rest.
Okay, so that's
yeah.
your second one, so you want to cast that?
I guess we will wait until we get to the entrance of the temple.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you guys head in this opening up this kind of man-made staircase, and you go a few yards or a few dozen yards, and the tunnel opens up into like a large crevasse that splits this large. You're actually inside the temple now, but you're kind of going up this man-made ramp. Part of this room is kind of like collapsed, and you guys are standing on some rubble. And it's splitting this room above into two sections. You see dirt, rocks, and fallen debris that are forming kind of a natural steep climb to either side of this room. So as you climb up this natural ramp, there's part of the room to your left and part of the room to your right. This room is like super tall. You can see like vines and wood and things like creeping out from the cracked walls. Scattered around the room are dozens of dusty bookshelves, mostly toppled over and broken with books scattered about. To the south of the room, which is to your left, you see a mountain of rubble, and across the chasm from where you are is a door that leads to the east.
We should probably like investigate this room before we just
that's
press
what I was
on.
going to say.
Sure.
Can we check out those books?
Roll a perception check.
14.
9.
I've got an 8.
All right, so Durf, you guys, Tug and Carl, you guys don't really see much besides what I just described. Durf, you kind of check out these books, and most of them have faded writing that you can't really make out. A lot of old, like as you pick up some of these books, some of the pages just kind of crumple into dust. Other than that, you don't really see much of interest in this room, except for that door that leads to the east.
Okay.
Can we check out the vines and stuff? Is there any do those just go in a direction, or do they look like they're growing upwards or left and right?
They're kind of all over the place, mostly growing upwards. You remember from the outside, you saw them kind of like covering the outside of this temple, just climbing all the way up. It gives you the sense that this temple has obviously been there for a real long time, and just has like overgrown plants that kind of covered this guy up.
Okay. I guess we will, as quiet as we can, or as quiet as Tug can, he's gonna proceed towards the opening that we see that leads to the east.
Okay, so you guys open this door, and down you see this like big tunnel of arched stone, and you guys follow this tunnel down about 50 feet, and it comes to another door, which you open. I guess you want to open that door.
Sure.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I will open the door.
All right, so Carl opens the door, and you come to a room that looks really similar to the one you just were in, except this one looks a lot more untouched. Like there's still cracks on the walls. You can still see some kind of like plants leaking through, but all the bookshelves look like they're in pretty good order. They're all standing. You see to your right, actually, a big, large wooden desk that's facing a series of smaller tables along the side of the room. The south side of the room. And at this desk, you actually see a small figure. And it looks like this figure is reading from a mountain of books piled on top of the desk. All you can see of this figure, it's not facing you, is just a pretty long midnight blue cloak, and its hood is up.
I would like to use my divine sensibility.
Okay. On the figure?
It's a 60-foot radius.
Okay, yeah, it's probably within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
So so what does this do again? Say that again.
Ah, shit! I gotta find the thing.
Is it divine sense?
It divine sense. Like you sense something. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ear.
All right, so you actually, okay, so as a paladin, you hear this. That's a good spell. Okay. So you hear music. You hear, like, since it's pretty far away, you hear, like, nice chimes of bells and, like, a little piccolo playing. And you get a sense that this creature is good-hearted.
I communicate that to Tug and Durf, like, guys, I've got a good feeling about it. Think we should get a little closer.
I suppose you're.
I yell at it.
All right,
Nope,
Tug.
I yell at
What do you say?
He whispers that to me, and I just yell, "Hey!"
All right, so
Hello?
this figure just jumps, and like the book that it's holding just goes flying up in the air, and it's